Greece, the cradle of civilization and the birthplace of democracy, a land of picturesque vistas and a land rich in family tradition. The Greek Independence Day Parade commemorates the 191st anniversary of Greek independence from Ottoman rule, tyranny, and oppression. It is a celebration of Hellenic identity, an opportunity for those of Greek heritage to express and promote their culture and achievements to the world. The parade is hosted by the Federation of Hellenic Societies of Greater New York, a group proud to promote the preservation of their traditions from generation to generation. So join us today on Fifth Avenue as My Nine presents the 81st Annual Greek Independence Day Parade, a celebration of this glorious land and her people.
This is the My Nine 81st Annual Greek Independence Day Parade.
And a very big kalimera, Yassas Chronia Pola. What a beautiful day. This is the 2012 Annual Greek Independence Day Parade coming to you live from Fifth Avenue. It's a pretty good day, and I'm Ernie Anastas along with my good friend, Nicole.
I'm Nicole Fatalidis. Here we are to celebrate the 191st anniversary of Greek independence. The parade is already getting underway, and I see all the people piling in, Ernie. There was a lot of people out here, and the rain held off.
That's important. You know, we were a little concerned about the rain. We thought it was going to be a problem, but I think we're going to be in great shape. Nick Gregory, of course, is on the job with us, so he'll be telling us more about that. But, Nicole, this is going to be a terrific day as usual. We've got more than 40 floats out there, churches from all over the tri-state area.
Ernie and I were sitting here just before the program began, and we both said how excited we are to be here. And our feelings echo all of the folks out there who've been waiting for today to celebrate our heritage, our family, our friends.
We should have perhaps 100,000 to 150,000 people, and also those of you at home watching on My Nine. We really have a lot to talk about today. Our Grand Marshal, of course, is the Senator from New Jersey, Robert Menendez. He is going to be joining us today. Archbishop Demetrius, of course, our honorary parade chairman, and a number of dignitaries from both Greece, Cyprus, and government leaders from New York and also the states.
And of course, everybody from the churches to the Goya to the Philoptochos, and everybody will be here. So we're glad that you're here watching. If you can't be here with us today, we're glad you're there with us.
And joining us on the parade route will be Jill Nicolini and also Nick Gregory, who is back from Florida. He's got a great sunshine face on him. He looks terrific today. And he's got a beautiful Greek blue tie on. Yasu, Nico, and how are you?
Yasu, Ernie, Nicole, doing great. We're, of course, wearing the blue and white colors of Greece today. And I wish I could have brought the weather from Florida with me up here, but it just wasn't meant to be. And what did you know, of course, we've been in the 70s a lot of this week in New York. Today, it's cloudy. It's cool. I just looked at the radar. There's a couple of showers just east of Manhattan here. I think we're going to be in great shape, and the spirit of the Greek people, as they honor their heritage today, will keep us nice and warm here on Fifth Avenue. Of course, it's a wonderful parade every year. Lots of memories for me growing up as a Greek American in this area. I first actually marched in this parade when I was 5 years old, when my father was the priest at the Greek Orthodox Church, Holy Cross Church in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn. So it's always a great memory for me to be here, and we're going to see lots of youth that are going to start their memories in this great parade as well. Again, we have Jill Nicolini joining us today, and Yasu, Jill, we're going to change your last name. We're going to call you Nicolinopoulos today. How's that?
I'm loving it because, yes, today I am Greek, and I'm honored to be a part of this, and we're live here on Fifth Avenue, and again, over 40 floats, 40 bands expected here again to line Fifth Avenue at 68th Street. Again, we're right near the start of the parade, and of course, we're going to see over 100,000 spectators, and I will bring you that live throughout the rest of the day here. Make sure you keep it tuned here to My Nine, because we'll be interviewing some of these spectators and talk a little bit about Greek culture, Greek food, one of my favorites, of course, and Greek dance. So make sure you stay tuned. Let's head over now to Ernie and Nicole.
All right, thank you very much, Jill. Yasu, as we say, right? As we were listening to Jill and Nick, of course, we're seeing right there New York City Police Department. We saw the Mounted Color Guard and the New York City Police ceremonial band as well.
That's right, and we saw some of the chairmen as well, Mr. John Catsimatidis.
Yes.
We saw Philip Christopher. Everybody's here. They're piling in, and we have a lot to look forward to. And the bands, I can already hear some of the bands.
Well, you know, we have music, we have entertainment, and as you mentioned, a number of the floats from the New York tri-state area. But we know that Greece is the cradle of Western civilization. There is a great pride in the Greek people, and especially now, Nicole, as we know, some of the difficulties, the news reports that we have been hearing for many months now out of Greece. But we are all Greeks, as they say, and we are very supportive of a proud nation and the people who need us right now.
And, you know, you make a great point, because we've done this for a few years now. But this year's parade has a new theme, solidarity with Greece. And last night at the Plaza Hotel, there were a lot of folks to get ready for the parade today.
Yes.
And they were saying how we're here today to not only show our friends and family here in America, but to go right back to Greece and show that we are there supporting them as well during a tough time.
Yes, we'll be talking about that and demonstrating it as well today in a number of interviews coming up. We're going to take a short break. We're watching the parade here live on 5th Avenue. This is our 81st annual celebration of Greek Independence Parades. It's fabulous. Okay, we're going to take a break. Nicole and I will be right back.
Yasso!
Life here moves fast. Shouldn't your news keep up with you? Now it does. With 9 at 10.
Give us 9 minutes and we'll give you the important news and weather without delay.
Or stay longer for more in-depth stories.
The 10 o'clock news with Brenda Blackman and Harry Martin. Only on My 9.
Take one delivery guy, his loving wife, his father-in-law, and you get... Can you hear me? The King of Queens.
Weeknights at 6 and 7:30.
With public Wi-Fi, your laptop or iPad is exposed to hackers and data thieves, and your connection speed slows down every time another person logs on. With a NetZero 4G mobile broadband device, you can become your own personal hotspot and enjoy fast, secure internet access wherever you go. NetZero 4G does not require a contract or commitment, and data plans start at just $9.95 a month. We'll even let you try the service for up to 1 year for free. Call 1-800-NET-ZERO or go to netzero.com.
Hi, I'm Michael Mazzini, president of American Dental Care. For as low as $12 per month, you could have a dental, optical, or medical prescription plan. Dental office visits, $3. Dentist and insurance agents, call us today to join our successful team. We're now offering this plan to individuals and companies. People enrolling now annually will receive 5% off and an additional 2 months free. If you enroll today, you can go to the dentist today. Call 1-800-452-4468 for a free brochure.
We are celebrating Greek Independence Day today, of course, and we're bringing you live coverage. Nicole Nicolidis, Petalidis. You know what? I had a couple of names because we have Jill Nicolini with us today, so there are a couple in my mind. But anyway, let's just talk about some of the people that are here today. We can see the wonderful faces of our dignitaries who are marching from the Greek Orthodox Church. We just saw Archbishop Demetrius.
His Eminence Archbishop Demetrius, who is so kind, so wonderful, and obviously represents both North and South America, but he is present every time I go to an event. Archbishop Demetrius is there. I don't think the man ever sleeps. He's there working to continue to promote orthodoxy and Hellenism.
You're right, and we know that the church is absolutely at the center of our faith in terms of our family, in terms of what we are doing today to celebrate this. The Archbishop right there smiling at us. We're going to be talking to him in a short while, but we know the communities are all founded on the church and the activities surrounding the church, the choir, the Goya, Joy, the basketball teams, the festivals. Everything is really surrounded by the faith that we have.
What's always so fun about it. Every time you have a Greek event, there's dancing, there's music, there's food, everything to keep us together. We have dancing at the weddings, at
yes, we do.
You know, when it's a Saints' Day, when it's your name day, everybody has a party. I mean, it just doesn't quit. The Greeks don't quit. Really keeping their family together, which is one of the beautiful qualities, not only of Greeks, but of so many different groups. But being a family, that's number one, right? And that's what everybody continues to promote.
We just saw Senator Mike Gennaro, you know, another figure in New York City politics. Carolyn Maloney, of course, always present at all of our functions here. And we've also, you know, been talking about the number of people that will be joining us. We have some dignitaries that are going to be part of this parade. But it's all about the people as well, the people who really make up the fabric of the Greek parade in terms of their spirit, their attitude, and their pride in being a Greek American and also paying homage to our country in Greece.
So there you're seeing right now, that's Congresswoman Carolyn Maloney. We We also have U.S. Representative Gus Bilirakis with us. Mike Gianaris went by, Senator Mike Gianaris here in New York. So there's certainly a lot of dignitaries here. We have the Boy Scouts today, so that's always a lot of fun. Penn Cyprian, we talked about the choir, and all the Hellenic societies, which we'll be able to focus on. You'll see the floats coming by.
And Nicole, also joining us right now is the Grand Marshal for the parade, Senator Robert Menendez of New Jersey. It's so good to have you with us, sir. Congratulations.
Thank you. Great to be here.
Yasu.
Yasu, you are Greek today.
Yes, well, we're thrilled. It's a distinguished privilege to be named the Grand Marshal, and we have a great love for the people of Greece, the birthplace of democracy, a strong ally of the United States through all of our conflicts, and certainly the enormous contributions that Greek Americans who came to this country with just a passport and a dream have done tremendous
Senator Menendez,
things.
last night I heard you speaking at the Plaza Hotel, where you were so emphatic and so supportive of both Greece and Cyprus. You were saying that your cause of Cyprus, but in Greece you're talking about Macedonia as well. You really are behind the Greek people. You don't quit, huh? How come?
Well, I think we have a lot in common with the Greek people. I mean, our spirit of democracy began in ancient Athens. The enormous contributions of a community that came to this country, as I said, with a passport and a dream, and have made in every walk of life, including great anchor people.
Thank you.
That's nice, right? The passport and the dream, and that's really what so many of our families who are immigrants
came and Senator
with.
Menendez, we made mention, of course, the difficulties that the Greek people are facing right now in Greece, and you certainly are following those developments. Things seem to be improving. There's a lot of hope there, and part of the theme of this parade is the support and solidarity for the Greek people.
Well, absolutely. And look, you know, as a member of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, I think that there are brighter days ahead for the Greek people. But, you know, as we march behind the Greek flag, the 5 blue stripes, the 4 white stripes that were the march of syllables of freedom and death, of independence. This is a march for freedom, and it's a march of economic freedom.
Very good. Eleftheria y thanatos. That is what he's talking about. Very impressive, Senator Menendez.
Right on the mark. I know that you enjoy a lot of things in New Jersey as well, because there are so many communities there that have Greek festivals that I know you try to attend, and various functions.
Do you have a Greek favorite food?
I have several. That's
we have some in front of you. That's why she was saying that.
That's very tempting. It would take away all my jogging.
We've got some pulurakia and a lot of other things for you.
That is great.
Well, Senator Menendez, congratulations to you as the Grand Marshal today.
Thank you. It's a great honor, and it's great to be here with our friends and families from the Hellenic Republic and from Cyprus as well.
Thank you.
Thank you, Senator.
All right, we're taking a break right now. We have more coverage of the Greek Independence Day Parade right after these messages. Keep it right here.
Yeah.
This portion of the Greek Independence Day Parade is brought to you by the John and Margo Catsimatidis Family Foundation.
Join us on May 12th for the 21st Anniversary Hellenic Times Scholarship Fund Gala. This year honoring business leader and philanthropist Dennis Meal and Fox News Chief Congressional Correspondent Mike Emanuel. Guest artists will include Greek singing sensation Yannis Plutachos and Grammy-nominated singer Maxine Nightingale. For tickets, call 212-986-6881 or visit www.htsf.org.
Tell us about the Accord.
Car and driver's 10 best.
How many times?
A record 26 times.
Interesting.
What about safety? Overall 5-star safety rating.
Interesting.
It's perfect.
不要太过分。
我知道，可是我太喜欢。
不要让他知道。
可是好漂亮。
让我解决，看我办事。So, Brian, what kind of deal are we looking at here?
We have some really good offers going on right now.
Really?
Really.
Okay, we'll take it.
好极了！现在我开始准备文件。
Get a great deal on an Accord during the really big sales event. Real deals, big inventory. Now, at your Honda dealer.
Is this boy genius?
Kid knows all the tricks.
You've never met evil like this. Law and Order. SVU. Viewer discretion advised.
Monday at 8 on My 9.
Whether you're an alien-chasing ballroom dancer or a NASCAR-loving fashionista, we get it. There are lots of shows you really love. That's why Time Warner Cable gives you more ways to enjoy them even better. Call 877-609-7829 for digital TV starting as low as $29.99 a month. Then, catch your favorite shows whenever you want. You'll never miss a minute, even if you forget to set your DVR. Come in late? Start it over. Miss the whole thing? Not anymore. Because you can watch primetime anytime. Plus, Time Warner Cable gives you 10 times more on-demand choices than satellite. Call 877-609-7829 for digital TV starting as low as $29.99 a month. Whatever you're passionate about, we invent better ways for you to share it, get lost in it, and love it even more. Time Warner Cable. Enjoy better.
The Wendy Williams Show arrives weekdays at 3 on My 9.
Diamonds. Certified 1 carats are just $18.90. Up to 2 carat non-certified, just $9.90 per carat. Thousands of GIA diamonds, guaranteed the lowest price. The latest designer styles set while you watch. By Factory Direct, the jewelry factory in Hackensack.
Welcome back to the 191st anniversary of Greek independence, and here we are at the parade on beautiful Fifth Avenue, and we feel like the sun is shining.
Yes, we do.
Because all the people are pouring in, right, Ernie and Astis?
Yes, and we're listening to the Alpha Orchestra. This is the premier Greek-American ensemble performing here today. They have performed so many times here at this parade, also at the Hellenic Times Scholarship Fund. They are so well known in the area, and we're so proud that they're here. Also, we can see the pride of Greece right here, Nicole, the F-Zones.
The F-Zones, they are unbelievable. When you take a look at them, they are looking good. They are well trained. They date back to the early 1821, right, where the whole Greek independence began.
They are so proud. They're purely ceremonial right now. They guard the tomb of the unknown soldier. We have been to Greece. We have seen them. The Hellenic Parliament, of course, and the presidential mansion. And all are volunteers drawn from the Hellenic Army's infantry, artillery, and the Armored Corps. This is quite a history. And these guys are just so proud to be here today, especially since we know that we're talking about the people of Greece and that we are with them and thinking of them and supporting them today.
That's right. And when you're looking at them, as the national anthem is playing in the background, you can see their costumes. The fustanella right there is being featured, and a short time ago we saw the shoes with the pom-poms, the tsaroukia.
Let's listen in. Our national anthem here at the 2012 Greek Independence Day Parade as we look upon a proud soldier, an F-Zone. You were talking about this, Nicole, about the formation of this group after the Revolution of 1821. And by the way, the uniform of the F-Zone was officially established as the uniform of all chieftains and fighters of the Revolution. As a child, as a young boy, I remember growing up and wearing the F-Zone to many of the March 25th Independence Day ceremonies. I was so happy. Here is the Greek national anthem right now.
That was beautiful. That's when we feel our pride, and we are so proud of our Greek roots, right? It's nice to be Greek American. We're here in America. We heard the national anthem, and yet we still always resort back to our Greek roots and where our grandparents all heralded from.
The Greeks are very proud, as we know. We can see some of the information up on your screen, which we have talked about. Greeks are very proud of their heritage, with their many contributions to Western society. Democracy, of course, had the first known democracy, promoting equal opportunity, power to the people, the principles of human rights, freedom, and so much that has affected many of our constitutional rights today. And We can go on and on. We could talk about philosophy. We could talk about medicine and sports. When you think about Greeks being involved in sports, you think of the Olympics, of course. Greece was the first civilization to incorporate sports and make it a proud tradition. And we know that many times we think about all of the contributions that the Greeks have made with great pride. Someone who is sitting next to you, Nicole, is also so proud of what they have accomplished and actually what we are accomplishing today. And he's one of the leaders. And maybe you want to talk to our good friend, John.
Yeah, John Catsimatidis is here with us. Today is the parade. We've been waiting for it. So far, so good, huh, John?
Well, there's no rain, which is good news. And it's a beautiful day. It's a little bit cooler than we expected since the last few days were in the 70s. But it's a great day. It's a great Independence Day. And we're all going to have a lot of fun, and we're going to celebrate our independence.
Well, John, we're very proud of you for many reasons, and if we want to talk specifically about this parade, you were really the instrumental leader, the guy who said, let's get this on television, and that started 6 years ago.
Well, I was glad you supported it, and Nicole, and Channel 5 and Channel 9 and Lou Leone. It was great for
and many
all
of
us.
Exactly, and many of the great supporters too, who are the sponsors of this parade as well, John.
Absolutely, we have Nick Boris supporting it, and Faith through some of the supporters, and Atlantic Bank.
Right.
I mean, it takes a lot of money to put on a parade like this, and some of our contributors came through, so some of our foundations that support us came through, and we put it all together.
And everybody who's watching, thanks you, and thanks everybody who supported and everybody who came out here today to promote Greek independence, to promote our family. And there he is, Mayor Michael Bloomberg.
Yeah. Great supporter of the Greek communities.
So.
He is going to be coming up here in a short while. You keep that seat warm for him.
Yeah.
John, you also have a special event every year, and that's something that you are taking great pride in, the Hellenic Times Scholarship Fund Dance. And you make such great contributions to help so many students across America.
We raised millions of dollars for scholarships for young Greek kids, and through education is the only way to make progress, and we firmly believe in that.
Another good program this year.
And you've been there for all 21 years. Thank you, Ernie.
And you give out over $100,000 every year in scholarships.
We might be giving out even more.
Oh, look at that. It's in May, and people can still always get on the website, HTSF.org, and get in there and see, because you have some lineup this year as well. As far as the singers, you have business, you have law, you have media.
One of our colleagues, too, Nicole, Mike Emanuel from Fox News will be there honored this year, White House correspondent.
It's going to be a great event, and people describe it as New Year's Eve in May.
Tell us why you do this, John. You're a very successful business owner of Apple Group, and you're involved in oil and real estate and everything. But why are you here, and why do you support the Greek parade the way you do? Why do you continue to back Hellenism the way you do?
Well, because, I believe that we have to support our people. Look, I'm an American, but my father, my mother, Greek roots, we have to support our roots, and I feel that my father's spirit is looking over us today and what we're doing. It's like a few years ago when we honored Tony Orlando.
Yes.
He had tears in his eyes because his father is Greek, and he said to me at the end, he was crying, and he said to me at the end, I know my father was watching me go march up Fifth Avenue with the Greeks.
Oh,
it was
so
very
beautiful.
Emotional for him, and we've heard so many stories like that over the years, John. But we also know, and you're also a good supporter of the city of New York, that this is indeed the great melting pot. This is where so many groups come together, so many ethnic groups and various cultures just blend in to make this city the great city that it is.
It's the greatest city in the world, and we're all proud to live here, and I wouldn't live anywhere else.
And I want to not leave out, let's talk about Margo and Andrea and John Jr. and Andrea's husband, Chris, and you bringing Hellenism to them, and Margo's a great cook, and you guys have lots of Greek food all the time,
my
right?
daughter, yes, and we're even, my the daughter married President Nixon's grandson.
Yes.
And you're going to see today his mother, Tricia Nixon, is going to be on our float.
Oh, so exciting.
So wave at Tricia.
I will. And I saw that Andrea was featured in the New York Post one time, how she makes spanakopita.
Yes. Oh, she made some last night. Come over afterwards. She made some.
I know. John, you know, before we let you go, I know that you've talked to us about this from time to time, and you have a dream about doing something great for New York, and that is to perhaps revive the World's Fair, which was such a great success.
That was one of our dreams. The last World's Fair was 1964.
Yeah.
And we think if New York needs an economy boost, it's going to increase tourism from 50 million maybe to 60 million. And
are you still behind that? Are you ready
to do that?
Publicly tell us that you're ready to get that campaign going again?
Well, if with the help of the mayor and a few others, we can get it done.
Maybe we'll ask the mayor when we bring him up here in a short time, okay?
That'd be great. Thank you.
Thank you, John Catsimatidis. Behind the parade, behind Hellenism. He does it all. You're the man, John.
Thank you very much, John. Sea of blue and white, and of course the American flag, Greek American Folklore Society, passing by us right now, dressed in their traditional garb, looking well, looking proud, and look, it's not raining, John. This is great. Everybody's able to walk around without getting wet. You know, Nicole, we talk about tourism, and we were talking about the Greek people today and what they're going through, but tourism is so important to Greece, and it's such a beautiful country, if we have to say it ourselves.
And look, people still are going there, even during a time of crisis and turmoil. People are still going there and enjoying the beautiful beaches of Santorini and Mykonos and Serifos. I mean, I've been to so many of them, and my husband Nick and I took a yacht around the islands. We did 9 islands in 7 days.
Beautiful.
And what a trip that was, one to remember.
Well, it's nice to do that because, you know, we all try to do it because it really gives us a chance to stay in touch with the customs and to learn more about them in a deeper sense, and also to pass that heritage along to our children. The Greek flag and also the celebrations that are going on today. This is one of the times that people have an opportunity to come out here and also think about some of the role models, Nicole, and we'll be talking about some of them today. Children all need role models, and all of the ethnic groups are looking for those people who have been successful in many walks of life, and there are so many of them. I mean, when you talk about political figures, I know that the former governor, Michael Dukakis, a former presidential candidate, was certainly one of them. Senator Paul Sarbanes, long distinguished himself in Washington. In sports, you know, you've got Pete Sampras, you've got Olympia Dukakis. Yes,
you and I had the Dukakis family together.
Absolutely, and Olympia Dukakis as well.
Great.
And we can't forget some of the great. Betty White. A lot of people don't realize that Betty White also has come from Greek heritage.
White. How about some of the other ones? You mentioned Konstantin Maroulis.
Yes,
right.
And he's here.
He's here from Rock of Ages. Yep. Everybody knew him from American Idol. He's here. He's going to be on the float. Oh, there's Miss Greek Independence, Olga Motska. She's Miss Greek Independence. She was voted this month in Astoria during a competition there where they had 10 competitors there.
Yes, and she was very proud to be there today, and there she is smiling. She's going to go by us right there. Hey, smile. Hi.
Hi, Olga. Well, some of the criteria, you and I have talked about this, 17 to 25 years old, and you have to be bilingual, and one of your parents have to be Greek.
Well, she qualifies, and she is serving us proudly today as we see some of the smiling children. Look at these are the little ones. You know, we talk about our children and passing along the heritage. You see them waving their flag with great pride. This is
see, I wave at them, and they can wave back at me. They're so cute.
Hello, everybody. This is the group from the Cathedral of the Holy Trinity in New York on 74th Street, East 74th Street. We certainly have been to it many times. It's a beautiful cathedral.
It is gorgeous. I love being in there. That's actually where John Catsimatidis' daughter got married, and that's where my son had his 40-day ceremony.
And the home of Archbishop Demetrius as well. Okay, we're going to be taking a short break right now. We're going to be coming back, Nicole, with our team to give you all of the events that are happening here on this beautiful Greek Independence Day on this Sunday. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Mike Emanuel, Chief Congressional Correspondent for Fox News. I hope you're enjoying the Greek Independence Day Parade, which is a fantastic celebration of our Hellenic heritage. As I look back on my youth growing up at Holy Trinity Greek Orthodox Church in Westfield, New Jersey, one of my fondest memories is my father repeatedly telling his 3 sons to study hard Greek philosophy, poetry, and Greek history. Dad taught us to be proud and to embrace our rich heritage. My guess is he would have been extremely pleased that I was asked to offer this greeting for such a wonderful commemoration in New York. Yasas Chroniopola.
Oh, it is on!
Big comedy Sunday. Big night. Oh, it's gonna be awesome.
This is huge. It's a big deal.
Big comedy Sunday. It'll be fun. How about Sunday?
It's big, 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 big Comedy Sundays. The King of Queens, How I Met Your Mother, and The Big Bang Theory. Sundays starting at 6 on My 9.
We had cable for 14 years. We became disheartened with it.
Watching cable was a very frustrating television experience.
We are a family that's on a budget. The cable bill was pretty high.
Stop paying for second best. Get Verizon Fios, TV, internet, and phone for just $99.99 a month for a year with no annual contract required.
First time we saw TV on Fios was amazing.
The picture with Fios is crisper, clearer,
distinctly better. Call now and get a multi-room DVR free for life as long as you keep a triple play bundle at your current address.
Now with Verizon Fios, the internet goes zoom.
I'm able to take care of things much faster now.
Millions have switched to Fios. Now you can too for just $99.99 a month for a year.
With Fios, we have a happy household.
We have spread the word.
Switch now and get a multi-room DVR free for life. You'll save over $235 each year. Call 1-888-818-FIOS. That's 1-888-818-3467. Fios, a network ahead.
It's not Ashton Kutcher. It's Kevin Malone. Ta-da!
Characters that are just your type on The Office.
Weeknights at 10:35 on My 9.
This portion of the Greek Independence Day Parade is brought to you by Faith, an endowment for orthodoxy and Hellenism.
And here we are. We're live. We're back. Megalo Glendi Simera.
They are having so much fun. I just saw all of them dressed on that float over there, the Seria Hellas, and they are there and they are dancing, and they have the kids, and we have the Alpha Band performing for you today, Alpha Orchestra, celebrating and keeping this to be a great, fun time.
All right, we just heard from John Catsimatidis and talking about the great pride in this parade that's been going on now. This is our sixth broadcast, and we're very happy to be part of that. And also the Federation of Hellenic Societies of Greater New York is a big part of this, of course. They are the foundation for this. Elias Chekadidis is a captain and someone who really knows a lot that's going on. And our own Nick Gregory is there with Elias right now. Nick.
Hi, Ernie and Nicole again, and Elias is with me, and pleasure to see you. Elias was born in Greece, and you've been president of the Federation for the last 2 years.
2 years.
And what do you think of the parade so far? We're off to a good start.
Yeah, I'm so excited. The way they held up, and this is really great. You see all the little kids with the flags, and it's amazing.
It brings back memories I was saying earlier about my life when I was young here in the parade as well. Now, the Federation, of course, hosts the parade, but it's involved in other activities in the Greek community. What other activities?
All this month, we had other events, like we want to have March, the month of March, as a Hellenic cultural month. And we had lectures, we had dances, we had exhibits, and everybody gets involved. Some of our clubs had events at the Federation, which is, everybody together, and it's amazing.
Well, that's the one nice thing about it, is the Greek culture brings everybody together. And today we honor the independence, but there's the honoring of Greek independence takes us into so many different ways.
Yeah, well, it's not only the Greek independence, it's also a religious holiday, and you know it very well. And it so happens that the last time that was a parade on the 25th of March, it was in 1984. And the next time is going to be Sunday, the 25th, is going to be 2018.
So this is a special day to actually have Independence Day on the 25th, on the Sunday, that we can bring it to you live today. Well, that's great. Well, Elias, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of the parade.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ernie and Nicole?
Thank you. Hey, Nick, are we starting to see a little bit of bright sun possibly breaking through somewhere?
It's the cloud bases are, I've been watching this because, my neck is on the line here. But the cloud bases seem to be rising, and it does seem a little brightening. I don't think we're going to be seeing a lot of sun as the day goes along, but I am confident that we're done with the rain, so at least it'll be dry.
Very nice. Thank you, Nick.
Okay.
Talk about patriotism. I saw some of the folks walking by there from the St. Nicholas Church in Flushing, and they had umbrellas, I guess, just in case. They were blue and white.
See that? They were prepared, weren't they? Just
prepared.
in case.
If they had an umbrella, it better be blown away.
Yeah. We're showing you much of the parade going on here. The Cyprus Federation of America float just passed us by. We also saw the Panagia Kusiotisa celebrating 100 years with great pride. And also the Cyprus Federation of America, as we just mentioned.
And that's where my family's from. My mother was born in Kyrenia. My father was born in Galavasos. And I've always had a great time every time I go back to visit the beautiful island of Cyprus. Like so many of the islands, they are gorgeous. If you can get to any one of them, get on the plane and go visit.
You know, Nicole, we were talking about the children. We were watching them waving their flags. We also know that within our culture, there is such great respect for our elderly. Big emphasis on Yaya and Papu and those people who have really given us the stories and the pride that we have of coming to this country and building a better life for their children, for their families, and the love of family. It's a very attractive subject for us when we talk about our family.
That's where, and by the way, my aunts just went by. I mean, if you see me waving, it's because, and this is what we talk about family, and what it comes from Yaya and Papu, and they make sure the family stays together, and that's where it all starts, right? They educate their children, they teach them about family, they teach them, they send them out to school, they learn, they grow, and they go on with great careers. So many Greeks have contributed so much to our country, and yet they never forget. They always go back home and make sure to have some pastitsio or something,
I think so.
Right?
Well, you know, we certainly can learn a lot, too, from our seniors, their wisdom, and the stories that they share with us that give us a deeper sense of our pride. All right, Jill Nicolini is on the parade route, and let's find out what's going on down there. Hey, Jill.
It's going great down here, and I met Stephanos, who's a spectator, who's, of course, of Greek descent. Yes, and so tell us, you're out here today. Why are you here watching this?
Well, when I was a young individual, I used to march the parade for a lot of years. From school, from Boy Scouts, from Goya. Now I'm a great spectator. The vet I've been doing for over 30 years. Hope to do it more, continue more. And here I'm now watching my nephews, my godson, all my friends' kids marching.
And who are they marching with?
Different school, different churches. Some churches Long Island, some churches in Queens. So throughout the great New York area.
And is there any one particular float that you're looking forward to seeing more than any or anyone here today?
Archangel Michael from Roslyn, Port Washington, because my nephews are on that float.
Oh, fantastic. Well, thank you for chatting with us. Also, I want to introduce Celine over here, please. Now tell me, as a little girl, you used to march in this parade, correct?
I did. I marched with St. Constantine and Helen of Brooklyn.
Oh, wonderful. And what brings you out here this year?
I don't miss the Greek parade. You know, being Greek is about family and community and pride, and it's about perseverance, too. And I think this year, that theme is really dominant, and I'm really, really happy to be here this year.
All right, I'm an honorary Greek today, Stelline. Now, I know about the Greek food and culture a little bit, all right?
Those are some of the best parts of it all.
Great. Well, thank you for coming out and talking to us today. And again, we'll be live here throughout the parade route, so make sure you stay tuned. Ernie, Nicole?
Thank you very much, Jill. Very nice. And, you know, it's good to see the people who are out there and hear their feelings about this day. We're here talking about it, and it's nice to get a sense of what they're experiencing and being part of this in their own way, but also with their families and their friends.
Oh, here's a look. See, another one celebrating 100 years. So we had a few of them earlier. We saw Panagia Iprishotisa. That was one that was celebrating 100 years. We just saw a moment ago from Chios. That was another one. Actually, the Panhiaki. They are celebrating 100 years. And the last one that we haven't seen yet is the Mytilean Society of America, right? From the island of Mytilene.
Mytilene and Chios is one of my favorite islands. We've been to it many times, and there are a lot of people from the New York area that still have a place there, and they have a home there, and they celebrate, and they're part of the celebration. You know, the importance
the black and white with all the geometry on the buildings. It's beautiful.
Yeah, and they also have mastika from Chios. You know, they have the gum. Yeah, they have the gum. And they have a fragrance. They have a perfume. They have a lot of different products, candles, and so forth. It's a big product for them in Greece. So many different islands that we could talk about, and it's so beautiful to visit. The importance of our cultural heritage, that's exactly what we're talking about today, and the great respect that we all have, the immigrants who have given us the story. You were mentioning the Chios Society of America and Canada, and there they are passing us by right now. You know, they take a lot of time to prepare these things, too, getting the people organized and setting up their floats.
They sure do, and the kids come out, and we see all the kids from Goya and Joy, and this is where they do their sports, and they have Greek school, Sunday school, and this is how they keep the kids together, obviously with other Greek children.
And Nicole, you and I were a part of that growing up. I mean, you know exactly what it is, and it was important to go to Greek school. I remember doing that after my regular classes. We would go at least 3 days a week to Greek school and our Sunday school as well. And that gave us a good base, gave us a good foundation. We were able to learn more about our culture and to be able to share that with our friends and understand where we came from and where we're going.
And obviously also when you think about the holidays, how about Easter, right? You go with Easter. I used to go with my mother Fanny. We used to go with the aunts and go and light our candles and sing Christos Anesti.
Well, it's coming up now.
It's
you know that.
Ready,
and
right?
speaking of that, joining us right now is the honorary chairman of this fabulous parade, the distinguished leader of the Greek Orthodox Church of America. Archbishop Demetrius is joining us today, and he is the honorary chairman, but he is our spiritual leader, and we love you, and it's so good to see you again, Your Eminence.
Good to see you, too.
Yes. How do you feel today? Excited?